Okay, so yeah, should be live now, fully. So yeah, today we're gonna be doing some Chaos Zero Nightmare. I've been playing it a lot recently, and I've been really getting back into it. So I've been wanting to stream it for a while, but been kind of busy with other things. I wanted to get my dailies done today, and then a bunch of stuff came up. But now I've got some time, so um, yeah, I think these ended up being nothing really. So I'll probably just continue to upgrade these in the research facility. The audio is really quiet for me. Is it? Um, but I wanted to. And well, I'll use YouTube music for the background music. Oh yeah, I need to be on my CZN screen anyway. Good reminder for that. Completely forgot about that. I have a scene for CZN since um I don't play it in full screen. There we go. Turn on some Persona music. Economic activity increased by matter need administrative index. And then it wants me to use the coffee, but we're not doing that right now. But yeah, I want to build my Ren. I have been. We're gonna be like farming a bunch of stuff today. I've been working on my Orlia. I think I have a pretty good thing for her. Is this best or is other stats better? Click around and make sure. Yeah, it seems like attack is the best option. Do I have any like defense ones? Just to see. Can you even get defense on that slot? I'm curious if it would be highlighted up here. I don't think you can. Yeah, it looks like attack is the best one, so I'm just gonna go with this. I have a bunch of like temporary pieces that I just level up because characters like Orlia, you don't really have to fully care about min-maxing their stats. You can just stick them with whatever. And we should have over 700 attack right now. And 300 defense. I guess her crit chance is increased, or other combatants. We're gonna be playing Orlia with Ren. But yeah, before we get other things, I do have a bunch of pools to start off with, so we can go do these. I am pulling for Elsie still because she's really good with 9, even though she did get first. But it's how much pity I have left, and we still need to get 9. So. I also have a good pool on this bed. Maybe to get a 9 picture. Or a card upgrade, so I will do that. Grab those. And that. Anything else in the shop I need from Let's do some character bulletins first, and then I'll do the other one. So if I get a A-rank character here, I would have 4-star. I can get one more pull on the banner. There we go. And now it's like a cool ball. Guess I'm going to hard penny. Feels like, I guess. I saw a really interesting Owen build yesterday. I saw a really interesting Owen build where you like spam vulnerability stacks. I wouldn't mind being Owen, but I'd actually have to finish building my Owen first. And the last one. Okay. Oh, I get one more pull on this. That's fine. Let's do this Hue an option? Yeah, let's do Hue first, actually. And then I kind of want Fighting Spirits. Yeah, those are my main 9 save data. I know some people don't like the 4th Fighting Spirit and instead like having neutral card spread spores, but I haven't really looked into that mechanic, so it was only the save that I got that I liked. And then I've been running her with Orlia and actually Barrel. I got a pretty good Barrel build the other day. Not perfect, but really nice. You can kind of just spam draws with these, and then whenever they're all gone, then you run out of cards except for unlimited firepower, which lets you spam shields and a little bit of healing. The equipment is like whatever, but yeah, that's kind of fun. I want to get a new Mika deck, and I also want to try Perennial in the new thing, but I haven't really been able to do that. Today, however, we're going to be focusing on Rin. Why build Rin whenever you have Chizuru? Well, not too much of a reason, actually, but they do have a slightly different playstyle. So, I mean, there's that, but they kind of cover the exact same bases as the main issue with both of them. She almost has 600 attack without any memory fragments equipped. Anyway, the best memory fragments for Ren. Apparently it's supposed to be this set, but I can't really see it being this set. Like, technically there's cards like this that exist that are pretty good. Like, you have multi-hit cards. Not these two. I think this has an Pippi that has hits, yeah. But yeah, either you use this set, or you use one. Which is best just for one cost cards, because a lot of Rinsburg's Argent cost, but he does fulfill the conditions for this. That really fun. I don't really have a full set of that, but I can grab pieces if I need to. Craft/farm. Can I get a crit chance on one of these? Doesn't seem like it's. Recovery. Oh wait, it's defense person. I was like, wait, that's kind of a cracked piece, but never mind. My Sereno already has pieces anyways. I think first I should go farm mortar pieces. You could do this real quick. Yeah, the thing is, Chizuru kind of does the same thing that Rin does in a lot of ways. And you can even use the same, like, set on her. That's how similar they are. At least with the way that I have my Chizuru build. I really do need to get a new Chizuru deck though, because I mean, I'm kind of fine with the Moon Flashes, but I don't really like that I have 2 copies of Karmic Flames, even if it is really good. Also, I have no idea why they buffed Chizuru. If you don't know, Chizuru is really broken. I actually played both of those that turn, so kind of not really a reason to do much else. The thing about Chizuru is she's kind of like Rin, except you don't have to worry about stances. Yeah, I already learned about it, but just to make sure, we'll stack some morale first. There's a 3rd slot. It's still not that great. Beats are kind of mid. Don't know enough to kill, even if I apply bomb. I can get one more stack. Okay, this should guarantee one shot. Instinct damage with crit. I feel like that one, but I'm not sure if that's my best or anything. This is kind of an efficient one for me to farm, since farming for both Chizuru and Perennial. The thing is, like, if you discard that, then it's a dead draw anyway. Kind of just cooked. That might kill. If it gets some crits. Yeah. The damage preview only shows you the damage you would do assuming you don't crit. So, if you have decent crit chance, then you can kill like that. We do get another full attempt. Banner. Okay, this one's kind of diabolical at this point. Yeah, I think these batters have 100% at least. I have seen this get to 3, but not on the partner rescue banner. Seeing on the partner rescue banner is a little different. Yeah, I have like none of this material. Too surprised. I'm not gonna be able to level it up for now, but I just wanted to go ahead and pull it. Hey, where's Swoop? I mean, this one's gotta be better. It is slightly. Very slightly, but it is slightly better. Okay, there's a chance. Yeah, I don't have very many like relics, and they're not leveled up at all because I never really farmed for memory fragments until fairly recently. That's why most of my memory fragments are pretty bad, but I mean that should be a bit better of a Serenio build. Even though the crit damage loss is kind of a lot, just having the extra instinct damage should make up for it. So it should be about the same, if not slightly better. But yeah, if anything, I kinda need to farm more of that shit, I guess. It's just a little bit harder to farm the 2 pieces, or 2-piece ones, but I mean this set's not inefficient for me to farm. If you want to see how the 19 that I play works, like basically you hope that you get Softy, and then you just spam Fighting Spirit. Yeah, I actually have a few of these that I wouldn't mind using. But yeah, what these cards do, by the way, the Softy, if you retain it, which doesn't count for this turn, but it will next turn. Well, I can make it count if I play that. What do you want to do it like? Like that. was hoping it would decrease one of those. Could have, but didn't. This one's slot 4. That was on slot 5 or 6, that could have been good. But on slot 4, it's not gonna be that useful. Yeah, I really just need to crit chance on this stuff. Okay, that's a really good piece. Actually a good 9 piece. You don't know, 9 actually is a defense-based damage dealer, so she mostly scales off of defense for the bulk of her damage. Although a portion of her attack also gets converted. So yeah, this being attack is actually bad. That should already be a slight damage upgrade. And then I can have that one to run. I mean, kind of rolled poorly, but I can't really complain too much. If I rolled crit chance, I would take it. The thing is, it's really hard to get a crit chance in this game. There's like a few sets and stuff that can give you some crit chance, but a lot of crit damage is really easy to come by. So, especially with a 2-piece crit chance or crit damage, there's no 2-piece crit chance. So that's why I feel like it's better to go for crit chance on things if you can find it. Although I definitely need this stuff still. I wouldn't mind making a void damage piece. Because eventually I could just put this on Chizuru in any case. It's actually pretty good. I can't complain about getting crit chance. Yeah, I mean, it ruled it once as well. I might as well equip and upgrade this because I could just dismantle it in the future. Yeah, I'm already at 56% crit chance. Like, I think Serenio has my highest crit chance. Yeah, at 56, Serenio has my highest crit chance of any of my characters. Well, tied with Ren. Now, just to give you an idea of, like, at least why, I guess Ren is like slightly higher. That's like why I think that crit chance is really hard to get as a stat for a lot of characters, so me getting some is pretty good. Maybe crack something. Crit damage. There we go, crit chance. I already have a ton of crit damage, just kind of for existing with Ren apparently, so I will definitely take the crit chance one over the crit damage one. Right. So yeah, we went from having no memory fragments to 59.9 over 174. That's like by far my best ratio, I feel like. And that's not even with all of the potential to max out either. Like there's just a little bit of free crit damage that can be there as well. And now for some save data for Ren. So I feel like Ren... Well, I would say Ren uses the same team as Chizuru, but like kind of the way that supports work in this game now, like most supports are able to be shared quite a bit. Oh, there's Nine's screen. I don't know why it's telling me that's new. I already had it. Like, Ren and Aurelia work really well together because of a lot of retain. And like, I could use the barrel. Like, this barrel build can work with any character in the game. There's no DPS that wouldn't care for having draw plus AP. And then if you're playing Aurelia, this just gets triggered for free. Right? Or retain on cards. Well, maybe that doesn't get triggered for free, actually. Because if it's retain on the cards, that means that you would have to... I think that's... but I mean, you just play it once and then you don't have to draw it again, so it's not the end of the world. because this card is an upgrade card, you draw it one time and play it, and then it's permanently applied. So then you would just have Guilty Pleasures drawn, and these all have Exhaust. So you play them once, and then you can't draw it again. So then the only one that gets cycled through the draw pile is this card, which is just a free shield plus 120% damage to the next attack. And that's plus 120%. So it actually adds to the multiplier. So like if you take someone like Chizuru with the Shadow of the Moon, you just add 120% to this number. Or like with Haru, you add 120% to this number. Which, yeah, this Haru setup's really nice. It's gonna be hard to beat. I would have liked to have more anchor shots and remove this power anchor, but I think I was close to capping on Fate Memory because I wasn't running a very good one at the time. But I had to duplicate Power Charge because I got the early anchor shot dupe, but I didn't get a second dupe option, and then the final dupe was Power Charge for some reason. So that save data could still be improved quite a bit, but that's one that I run on Haru. Which I have been playing Haru a bit recently because I did not the tower, but I did a base in the hyperspace a little bit the other day. We cleared all the way up to here, so I used Haru at this one. But yeah, we're gonna run Ren in the event Chaos. The event Chaos is like okay to farm. The nice thing about the event Chaos is that you can really easily get what you're looking for dupes. But I don't know if it's just the event Chaos does that, or if any Chaos does that now with how they've changed Chaos. Yeah, it gets slightly improved with the distortion adaptions. I don't need Barrel here though, because you don't really want to sub DPS unless it's Veronica. But you can also just run Mika. Which I kind of need to get better Mika save data. I don't really like the Mika save data that I have, but we're gonna work on Rin today. And they did support save data last week for Orlea. I think this one. I like giving all of the equipment in this chaos to the character that you want to focus on farming for. Okay, that's pretty good. Because your goal is to try to go to these event areas. And in that event area, you have to go into an arena and fight some enemies that are kind of easy to fight. But the main thing is that you're trying to get your equipment enhanced with some additional effects. Yeah, the way that Rin works is that you want to be in your Dark Mist stance. which basically means you just want to only play Ren cards. As far as attack cards go, you can play other characters' cards, their support cards, but if they're attack cards, you don't really want to play them. This will return the Darkness stamp, so I might as well do this. Just that way I can get rid of that card because it'll clog up my hand if I don't. I probably could have got rid of Whirlpool too, but it'll at least be put it back. But yeah, I've got somewhat of an idea for the epiphanies I'm looking for. I can't really pull them up right now, but... Can I go to this event area? So I think the sword equipment, the text says by 12% rather than plus 12%, so it's not additive to your multipliers. It gets multiplied into the multiplier whatever, so it's like an additional 12%. So rather than like 137 turning into 149, it would be whatever 137 times 0.1 or 1.12 or whatever. Might as well finish off that enemy. I'm gonna extract that. And that one's just a garbage equipment. This one's okay. Yeah, if I go to the store, there's no way for me to go back, even though I do want to go to the store, but... I need to try to remove cards at some point. Couldn't really play out the secret sensor there. The one thing about save data I'm not sure on is I'm not sure which card I'm supposed to be choosing for Ren. I'm guessing I just dupe whatever the strongest multi-hit card I can find is. pretty strong and pretty cheap. I'd rather do that than have any of the options there. Yeah, we're not in darkness still. Doesn't have retain, but it's fine. I'm just gonna draw all shop cards anyway. Oh, I actually don't, so no. Darkness. I need to go ahead and re-trigger the retain effects. Yep, there's all the shop cards. I like this. I didn't crit. Wait for 1 hour. Yeah, I'm fine getting rid of darkness. Wait for that. Something to finish this. I feel like that 6 one. The 6 and the 5 could also be good. So. And technically, I think there is one character that I use this set on, but I don't remember who. But it's not a bad tier piece if you can get good rolls on it. I figured I would give up Darkness just because I didn't draw any cards anyway. Yeah, I kind of would rather have, instead of Mika, I'd rather have like Mia or something, just so that way I can actually draw usable cards. This doesn't put me back into darkness dancing. Oh wait. Oh. 'Yeah, unfortunately this one's like 100% of the time the best. It's like really rough actually. And use all those vulnerable stacks. One enemy remains. Man, I might have left straight and keep Darkness. This is where running Veronica over Mika probably would have been a better idea. Maybe. I mean, with Veronica, she's probably gonna shoot the other one, to be honest. And it's kind of good for Veronica with Rin. Because Veronica does create a lot of skill cards. I mean... Okay. Yeah, what that does on the equipment, it's basically making this like, what, 1.12 plus another 1.20. Or I don't know if they both like are applied at the same time or how that would work. I guess if it's better able to do the same. Right. I don't know. I'm not good at that. I mean, you might as well play this while it's here because it doesn't have retain. But it's not really doing anything. I guess I could avoid that. This might finish if it crits. Any of the hits. Yep. Just needed the one. Yeah, might as well take that, it's not the worst. Okay, as far as Rim's epiphanies go, we got the best one for this. I feel like this one's pretty good. Let me see what people are doing for. Maybe duplicating the skills, kind of like Milan. Wait. There's like a slightly better epiphany on this card. Actually. But it's like very slightly better. I honestly don't even think it's worth. There's an epiphany I can get that makes it where I add 30% damage amount per card in hand, which can be slightly better if I'm running Rin with Aurelia. But the thing is, Aurelia's kind of tied to my 9. A lot of the time, I would feel like, so I don't really see myself running her with Rin too much, unless I get a better 9 teammate in the future. Which isn't very easy to do. Oh, we got Saki too, so. Yeah, see how my hand is like very full. This could have like a little bit more. I mean, that Divine Epiphany card's kind of crazy. But the middle one's interesting, but like at the same time, it would be on Rin anyway, so. Yeah, that's not gonna finish. That's what. If both of the Nika cards crit, they would finish the enemy. That would be the only way. Yeah, I guess this. It's kind of a heal bot Aurelia build. I'd rather do this instead of having to do that, to be honest. I've got pretty good credit. I could use more technically, but if I don't like this, I can get credits. Yeah, I don't like that one. Because most of the equipment in this one's kind of bad. Ooh, they all crit. Doesn't finish, but if it did. Oh wait, Swifties are not the ones I thought. Never mind, it's not Healbot or Leah. It's like a dub or sub DPS if you don't think about it, Orlia. I guess I could have played the attack my minions card as well, I wasn't sure. Yeah, if it was a Swifty, not a Sturdy. There we go. Yeah, I'd like to remove this card. And then I'm probably going to remove the 2-cost card, but I don't know about the 1-cost, because the 1-cost does give you Dark Mist stats. So that's pretty good. But yeah, you can kind of just dupe this card and spam it. Because it moves, regardless of where they are, and it's 0 cost. The thing is, you wouldn't really have the EP for it, but... I mean, I kind of could get the EP for it with this. If anything, I can try to Divine Epiphany, reset this one, and get a better one. For it. Which I might as well do while I'm here, but... kind of a greedy play. Yeah, never mind, it doesn't get better. Thing is, you can skip that Divine Epiphany, so that's why I didn't mind doing it. Or you can skip that Epiphany, because if I get a Divine Epiphany that was like +1 AP, or something like that for playing the card, that could have been really good. But I will take that, it's fine. I maybe should have played Balm on that turn. I also didn't get any other characters' cards removed, I'm realizing now. She had another mental breakdown? I don't know why her stress increases so much. Normally it wouldn't be much of a problem, but we're kinda in a interesting position. And then I'm losing my entire HP bar. There we go. I'm gonna apply the Vuln here. That critting is pretty big too. If I can get some good crits on this, it should kill. None of it crit. It's kind of fine though. You know what's the worst thing that could happen if I make a deck that's just that card repeated? Actually. You know? Oh, I actually really like these three. This one works for the Rim build that I have, assuming that it's the same one that it's using. This remove is tempting. I still need an Epiphany. Yeah, I still need a Sacred Epiphany on this card, I believe. Wait, no, it actually can't get an Epiphany. Okay, then I don't need the Sacred Epiphany. Because all my cards that can get Epiphanies already have them. So I think I will take this. You can actually remove both of these if you're spamming Draw Slash, I feel like, but it does add one hit. The thing is, there's a store right here. So I can just pay to get that card removed. So I got 2 cards removed at the price of 1. Kinda. We can try again on this one. Wait, I actually don't know if you can get an epiphany for the card that you already have the epiphany on. Maybe I shouldn't be doing that. If I can get like a divine version of that card, that wouldn't be bad, but... I mean, that's not even the one I'm duplicating at this point. Maybe I should have used it on Aurelia. If I was going to use it on anyone. Probably would have made more sense. So now we're in Dark Mist. Might as well retain that one. That's the epiphany of that card that's probably the best, but the rest of my Aurelia deck is not very good this run. But I don't mind because I'm not really focused on her. I probably should make a better Mika deck, though. At some point. I could probably get a quad tier deck. I guess I could add this to your equipment. Because I am constantly retaining cards anyway just for having Aurelia exist. But I feel like that works. And what's the best path out of here? I want to try to get as many of the question mark areas as I can for dupe potential. Getting another store would be good, but it's not super important. I think just going street's still the best path, though, right now. Ooh, the softie. I mean, we're not in Dark Mist stance anyway. What is this 20? Oh, this is softie? Could one-shot this if it crits. Oh yeah, you were still missing that this whole time. Retain Dark Mist Stance for 1 turn. I'm in Dark Mist Stance, so using that wouldn't be a bad idea. It's 1 hit for 5, or you play this and get 40% damage amount at 4. 240 times 5 versus 209 times 6. Actually, what would be better out of that? Oh, it's literally the same. Okay, I guess I might as well do that then. Ren does a surprising amount of damage to me. I felt like she would be much worse than she is. Oh wow, little crit so it one-shots. Okay, here's this Epiphany. I mean, this one's 0 cost, so I guess this one's better is the difference. But the text is also different. That's what I'm trying to see what the difference was, but they're literally the same concept. Okay, so what card to remove? Removing any of these cards, I feel like it's a waste. I mean, technically, I could remove this card and then make that the upgrade version, but the upgrade's not upon initiation, so then it's... I don't know. But it's also not like if I'm copying all these, I'm gonna, you know, draw this very easily. So then this just kind of becomes a waste slot, in a way. But saving the Faint Memory could be a good idea. Even though this is tier 16 save data, so it's not the end of the world. I think I might as well just remove Whirlpool though, because I literally never played that card. Okay, not really. No, I played it like maybe twice this run. Nobody has an X card. All of these are pretty bad, so I'm actually gonna skip this one. Ever since they reworked Agony, I haven't even felt like messing with the new Agony mechanics. This is like kind of worth just because it's gonna get retained anyway or whatever, you know, so might as well. This one does more damage. The haste effect doesn't really matter. It's not like I have Dark Mist stance. Kind of the issue. Also, the retain thing isn't really working like how I thought it would. Okay, that will do 0 damage, but at least it will do other things. The sustain of a 1-star sturdy is kind of wild, if you think about it. I don't really have a reason to play Blessing of the Waves. I could have played Healing Blight though. 8 hits. So they surely at least like 3 of those crits with 60% crit chance. Oh. Little visual bug. Honestly, instead of giving EP it withdraw, that card wouldn't really be that bad. I mean, anyone who gets hit by this is dying, I feel like. Oh no, not this enemy. This enemy is kind of hard to fight with Ren because the whole idea behind Ren is spamming Ren cards. But it's not impossible. Oh. I wasn't really supposed to play that Aurelia card. I thought I'd grab the other one. Okay, why am I not intelligent, actually? There was like infinitely better ways to play that out. Just go ahead and hit. This one's gonna hurt. Okay, it's Aurelia, that's fine. And it's not really that fine actually, I kinda need it. How did you not draw a single card? Oh yeah, it's gonna damage me, I forgot. Okay, well, I guess that's how. Okay, that crits, so that's good. 1000 crits. Is that all crit? That maybe could have done it. Oh wait. Yeah, that's fine. It turns out if you kill the enemy, that's also a way to get through that without having to worry too much. I think the store is the best option. Even though there's an elite area, there's this one enemy that could actually just instantly end my run if I run into it. So, to avoid that, I will just simply not go there. I kinda do like Veldorn on Ren, but I think this one's just better than what I had. There, okay, now they only have skill cards. Everybody's stress level is pretty high. That's kind of a problem. Well, obviously, it was about to be back down to like 0, but... Null tech. Actually, I can make this tech even better. I guess I could have played this softly before then, and that might have been better. Try to get a shield. I mean, this is enough to finish it, so might as well. Yeah, I forgot that she was technically missing an epiphany. Okay, we didn't get the dupe. But I mean, this Rin deck is only, like, mid. I wouldn't really call this one a good Rin deck. I feel like getting the move duplicate card is way better. Yeah, go ahead and give Rin an exhaust base card, or like a defense card. That makes a lot of sense. I feel like this is worth. But I don't think changing the other one out's better. Even though I do think Veldthorn has potential. I haven't really had issues with getting attack cards. That one hurts. The 1-star sturdy healing. I feel like this is legitimately better. Just leaving it alone would have been. Okay, so now it will not take any damage. Just gotta go into the next phase. Yeah, he expected that was gonna happen sometime soon. Ooh, buffing the sturdy. A 2-star sturdy, I should basically be immortal. No. Oh. Guess that one's a no. This charm is really bad. Okay. to say if I lose a run because I was charmed for 5 years, I will be a little upset. There we go. Whatever. That's like slightly better. One mark on the attacker, great. That one. I don't really like the additional loot. But yeah, not bad. It was a little close. Yeah, I would have liked to have duplicated the card that I duped multiple times. The thing is with the counseling, whenever you counsel someone once, you won't have to do it again for the rest of the day. So the next daily reset will be when I need to fix this. Yeah, you get rewards for every type of path now, so I always like trying to see all the different ones for the treatments. Challenge mode. Yeah, there's still other paths I haven't seen everything of. Let me be observed. When I get saved at a tier 15. Okay, yeah, that tier 15 is gonna be a little difficult. I was just playing on a tier 15, so it is possible to clear tier 15 pretty easily. You just have to roll for a good one. That's why I try to save a bunch of this stuff, so that way I guarantee the roll first, and then I start looking to farm it. Yeah, it's really hard to do it with Neglect. That's one of the debuffs, though. I always just re-observe when I get that debuff. There's a lot of times that will mess you up, even if you think that it's not too bad of a debuff. Increasing max HP by 50% is a little too much. Although it's actually, the reason that it's not bad in this situation is because the bosses are also not increased. Like, it was boss attack and HP were increased by 40% on top of me having 50% reduced HP, but if it's only the 50% reduced HP increasing the difficulty, I feel like it's not that bad. Plus you can get things that buff your HP, so it's really not that bad. Yeah, I was gonna go to not the rescue, but just for the store to get everything to rescue with, though. This one. This wouldn't be too bad, but I really need to get to the bottom of the administrator mode one. I've been upgrading this one, but you also have to upgrade this too. Which, I mean, that would be kind of a really good one to have. The shields that I get, they get like 1 HP and it gets like 3 or 4 shields, so you have to multi-hit it. Although if you hit it once, it drops items that allow you to multi-hit it. Oh yeah, I was gonna see, what was the rinse that, like, that I got? So we kept one basic. I think it's either you keep one basic or you take this as the upgraded version. If it was like plus 50%, that would be good, but if it's only by 50%, that's not that great. I guess it depends on which card you're boosting. Like, if it's plus 50% on this one, that's good. If it's by 50% on this one, then it's non-existent upgrade, almost. And then the Mika cards. I think I will just dismantle that one. I'm gonna dismantle both of these. I can't imagine either one being that good. That one's equipped in the other mode, that's why I can't. Yeah, I don't really have any crazy Miko save data. This is the one that I use for a lot of stuff just because I kind of like reorganize. But... And then it's also got... It's mostly just because it has the big PB value. I believe there's only 70 paint memory. I guess because you keep the basics. I do think replicating this card is probably the best option. And yeah, if you replicate this, if I was able to get the RFS, the gun that increases your crit rate, I would run that with it. Oh wait, I didn't even have this one upgraded. Yeah, so she definitely has the best crit ratio of any of my characters. It helps that you get extra crit chance every 40 above. So yeah, if you're at 1,000 attacks, then you get 10% crit rate for free. I haven't had a chance to build Calliope, that's why she's only level 40. But I definitely want to keep trying out more characters and stuff. Like, I know that there's a build with her in 9. Because she's kind of like the original version of 9. With the defense-based damage and stuff, although you don't... I think you play her by, like, retaining a card. I got her really recently. I got her and Orlia on the same day. Yeah, I think you, like... I think you spammed this or something with the Calliope decks. Oh, I'm going to put my window down. Need to, like, recenter it anyway. There we go. But yeah, I think that one was okay save data, but I could definitely get better ones. That was just the first attempts. I do think farming in this spot is probably not the best for Rin save data, but I want to do weekly runs anyway, so I might as well. This will allow me to use Ren in the other in-game mode, or like the other event in-game stuff as well, so. Let's go ahead and bump up everyone's rest, but remove cards early. It's a pretty good deal. Might as well take this, even though that basically means that Ren will always gain 1 stress, but he always does anyway with these two. Okay, so kind of like any path will get me to where I need to go. So I'd like to go over the most amount of spaces. I guess is kind of this path. Oh, I thought I grabbed the attack one instead of the soft rip. HP is doing well. Oh god, this is not that one. It has to. Fortitude doesn't really matter much because I kind of can stand vulnerability with Oily if I get a decent build. Increase health by 20%. The bad thing about running Mika and Aurelia is that they don't really have a lot of unique cards, and unique cards can't be chosen for duplication. That's why a lot of people run Veronica in these modes, because she has a lot of unique cards, and that makes it where it's easier if you're just targeting one specific character to build. This enemy has a pretty good monster card. It used to be a lot better, but it's still really good. Her having a little break on now is fine. Unfortunate. They're sturdy. I gotta play that one. Okay, the wounds are just permanently but they're not like ephemeral or anything. I might as well just go ahead and break the stand because it's not drawing full cards anyway. still need to give Rin as much equipment as I can. This is pretty good, but stress is probably going to be an issue, so yeah, I need to go ahead and get that card as soon as I can, and Epiphany it. Yeah, we don't have any Epiphanies on any cards yet. Either way, that's what it's going to do. I gotta print that sensor before the annoying. Not that anyway. These enemies being enhanced. Yeah, all the Rin. Just play it. I don't know really it. Mental breakdown. Two of those are pretty good, so I'll go with that. Either way, it takes me basically on the same path. Could have been something. The darkness stands anyway. They also defeat the enemies. Either one works. Imagine if it was one over. If it was literally just 1 AP on this. Yeah, one of the cards I don't even have to empty up. Oh yeah, activating the retain effect's not going to give you the shield. Oh yeah, I'm stupid. If that was like a ballista where it auto-fires or whatever, then that would be fine, but because it's not a ballista. I mean, we have the same setup as last time, as far as that goes. Definitely the best one for Ren. I don't know if you can get another plus 20 or something like that. If you can get 2 of the same one, if I was able to get that both on Ren, that would be pretty good. Because that would just be a free plus 40% on her multi-hit. Okay, now we're in Dark Vista. But probably not. I still like that's fun. This should make the other card, yep. Yeah, imagine if this card got plus 40% for existing. Because the plus 40% would happen to the thing that gets multiplied by each hit, so deal a lot of damage. We've waited the mental breakdown for now, but it's gonna happen during the boss fight, which is kind of fine because these bosses on the easier side. I'm just gonna take the credits. The gear would have been a smaller payout if I got lucky. feel like. Removing a card, fine. Need to remove Whirlpool for sure. And then I also need to remove some of Veronica's cards as well, but... Nor the rest of the Sea Battagos. These two haven't had their epiphanies yet. This one got the best epiphany, but it's not a divine epiphany. And same thing with this. That's really the only thing I can do. I guess I gotta get rid of that card too, but I want to try to get rid of the cards that will be duped. Because the cards like these have a chance to be duped. So by removing them now, I'm more likely to get the one that I want duped. And getting the first dupe is the hardest one. I think this, actually. Force this to be a divine epiphany. I feel like the one on the left was definitely potentially worse. But I'm fine trying out that Divine Epiphany. It's not good, but it's also not bad. Yeah, no RFS for now. Yeah, Rin's definitely gonna have a mental breakdown during this fight, but I should be able to survive it. That's why I wanted to save these. Gets 2-star everything. Get rid of that one. Get rid of that one. Yeah, okay. So we got a 2-star sturdy. And we got through that really fast. Down to Ren ult for the vulnerability. It will regen, but it's not going to too big of an issue. And I can go ahead and play that because it's at the end of the combo. See, now we're back to full HP. Of course, this card gets a Divine Epiphany. It doesn't really matter too much. I'm gonna need to delete it anyway. How many cards do we have here? I think this worked, yep. think this should make it deal more damage. I'm kind of fine with that being an upgrade just so that way I stop throwing it. Because there are other skill cards that are better. It's not really that that one's a bad one. Oh, I wasn't in Dark Mist now. Let me tell you, I thought I was. Tactical. Okay, this time I will be though. Okay, now it's time. Okay, nice. I'm down for this for now. I can always change it out later. I like the two-piece. And I also like this one, so I'm gonna take that. I technically could just wait until like the next two zones until I get like a better one, but it's my last one of the week anyway. Not my last run, but my last one of those. When discarding a card, draw one. I guess this is the only one that really is super useful. AP is not a big issue. And it looks like the arena's on the bottom half, so go that way. Unfortunately, there's no way to get into the enhanced stance yet, but... Actually, I could do this. Oh, I'm out of AP. I was just saying this deck doesn't really have AP concerns. It's normally not that bad with all of these characters. All of these are bad. This one's okay. But like even the Divine Epiphany I felt like was not great. I'd like to have that for another enabler into the stance. I'm gonna go ahead and go through those. I guess I could have taken off this one. If any of these crit, this one dies. Okay. Well, I think most of them crit. Oh, I could have activated the routine part of that and then did something. That was just 50 anyway. I should be able to take this out. Yep. This one's an upgrade. Meant to be a softy.
命令を切り倒します。命令を立ち上がる。沈み込む黒い。行きなさい。ポルターガイスト。切り倒します。
This could kill if it crits. Yep. Nice. Gives a wave and increases healing health, that's not bad. I feel like either of those could have been the dupe area. Apparently this is an area I haven't covered yet. Does Rin need an epiphany? No. I think this card could get an epiphany. I think that's the only one. And this one. I'll take the max health increase. Because when I started with 50% reduced, so that might help me with the last stage. Upgrade as an upgrade. I wouldn't mind the meditation, but not for Ren. Well, I guess Ren has the Divine Epiphany card that can get changed. One I don't like. Or no, it wasn't. Or it had an up for Divine Epiphany, but this one could get a change instead of resolve. I guess I could have changed that to do a little bit more damage. Could have a mental breakdown in this arena fight, which is nice to just go ahead and get that out of the way. Upgrade the sturdy. of the balls to the enemies, I might be able to proc it.
私は
Don't
愛さ
know.
れたい命令を一等三種切り通しますこの身を刀にして確認します
Okay, but if that crit,
アーエン様の手にかかればみんな無敵になれるんだから
not what I was intending, but works.
スタートは
I wanted Scarlet.
なめないでよね下がってください光の浄化を
30 just to block all the damage.
命令この身を刀にして私始末しなさい神の名で命じる神よ我ら溢れ出せさあ癒してあげるね私神の名で命じる
Tiny bit of extra damage.
行きな
Not
さい
in the enhanced state. Okay.
切り通しますこの身を刀にして命令
Now I can do this.
切り通す波紋のごとく命令沈み込む黒切り通し立ち上げる
It did 0.
チェルで元気が出ましたか私は守ります下がってください
Guess I forced to not be able to one-shot it.
命令を波紋のごとく確認します切り通し沈み込む黒命令ほころびる恋の子ら私の立ち上げる現状の地位を
Yeah, there's...
切り
I mean, this Orlia deck kind of turned into the Orlia deck that I wanted to make, but
ぶっ倒してやりましょう
I can't really, dupe anything with it, unfortunately. Yeah, the Orlia deck that I have for runs right now is just kinda okay. It doesn't really have any dupes, but it has a bunch of cards removed. I mean, this kind of works. I feel like that's fine if you're playing Ren outside of Veronica teams. This one again. All options are not great. I can at least remove those cards. And then I can remove that in the next store, I guess. I mean, honestly, that's kind of just an okay curse. It doesn't really do anything except hog up a draw.
命令を波紋のごとく確認します霧と沈み込む黒い
That's below me to do that. Three. I don't think I have enough credits for the next tube area anyway. Fine with me. Or for the next delete area. I'm trying to think of how I get to the next tube area. I guess the top path has the best chance of running into us. I'm a little worried about the final boss, but I think it should be. It's definitely a better setup than the one I had before. This enemy's kind of annoying, but the good thing is it's just one enemy, so the end of the world. Please don't hit like everything. Okay, that's fine. I was expecting way worse. I guess I could have done that. Could have placed the vulnerable here. Yeah, if you have strong single target, then enemy's not too bad. I guess I just have PTSD from fighting that thing with the Beowulf. Okay, here we go. Nice. So I'm at 2 duplicates of the card that I wanted to duplicate, so that should make getting a third pretty straightforward. But I don't have a better drawing slash. I kind of want it. Acid damage doesn't really matter. This is literally the same thing though. 137. Yeah, it literally drew this. Okay, so you can get the same thing from redoing the Epiphany. I kind of just want the bigger damage. Because the tenacity damage is not really a super relevant thing. Okay, we already got the duplication area, so I'm kind of down for whatever. I don't like that there's one more combat area. Because there's one enemy that I could run into that would be really bad, and I feel like it's almost guaranteed to be the enemy I run into whenever there's like one area like that. I've got Aurelia EP, so I might be able to survive with that. That's fine. Okay, that actually did what I thought it was going to. I'm already in the enhanced form, so that doesn't really matter too much. Okay, my hand is full now. This will make it where I only take about half of my HP and damage, so I think that is worth it. As long as this kills, it doesn't matter. Okay, we have Aurelia Mental Breakdown. That should guarantee Aurelia Ego Skill. That's like the one good piece of equipment in this thing. Okay, I just want as many credits as I can get, or guaranteed good equipment. And I want the credits so that way I can get good equipment. I definitely don't want to get in a fight if I don't have to. I mean, it's like, whatever, I guess, I don't know. Okay, we're good. There could be the enemy that... It's basically one enemy, but it spawns 3 enemies. If you played this game, you know which one I'm talking about. I don't know the name of it. If I ran into that, I'm pretty sure I was just instantly dead. Food. I don't have any skills, because my character that spams skills is currently having a mental breakdown. Okay, that's fine. Last one. Is that just permanently Curiosity 0? I really need to be able to tank this. I mean, it was kind of unlucky that... It's kind of unlucky that it took me that long to go through the mental breakdown. Okay, with the sturdies for sustain, I should be fine. This can crit. I think that's fine. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that fight ended up being a little annoying, actually. It didn't destroy all my damage, but it destroyed a large portion of my damage. With one thing. I would take that, but I don't know, maybe it's troll not to take that actually. Because I do have 2 cards that are 0 cost, I also have cards that are 1 cost. And I already have plus 6% crit rate, so I'd be losing 12% damage for basically guaranteed crit on the 0 cost cards. Yeah, I think either way is fine there, honestly. If anything, I kind of want to get rid of the basic. Well, getting rid of the basic trigger... No, it won't trigger my faint memory. It just means I only have one way of getting into Dark Mist stance. No, I don't think removing it is worth. I think that would just mean that I have to like guarantee player with other things that I don't want to use, honestly. I maybe should have gotten rid of one of these cards so that way they won't be a dupe option, but... Okay, well, that's a really good Orlia deck. If only I was trying to duplicate Orlia cards this round, that's pretty much a perfect deck. Outside of the fact that it has no dupes, and it has both of the basic heals. But I mean, the basic heals aren't the worst things to have for a deck like this one. You might as well play that. I'm a little worried about this fight, but it should be fun. See, even with the ways I had to make it where I would get into a darkness stance easily, aka having this card, I still wasn't able to get it here because I overruled the starting, but it's fine.
どうしてほしい？私の助けが悪より守りたまえ。神にまで命じる。
It's fine because I'm guaranteed almost to draw a way to get back into darkness. Yep.
命令この身を
So let's get rid of that.
切り通す波紋のごとく命令を沈み込む黒い霧切り通すほころびる恋心命令を立ち上がる霧私が守ります
Okay, it converted into this form now.
準備できました確認します切り通しますこの身を刀にして命令波紋のごとく私の助けが必要なの神にまで命じる切り通します命令切り通します沈み込む黒い命令立ち上がる神我ら救いたまえ切り通し波紋のごとく命令沈み込む黒い切り通し波紋のごとく
Oh wait, why did I should have played this card first.
切り通します沈み込む黒い
Did what I did. I actually played pretty badly.
アンウェイ様の手にかかればみんな無敵になれる
Wait, if I hit this thing again, am I
元
dead?
気が出ましたか
It seemed like every time I was hitting it,
守りたまえ
it's doing that. Okay, we got a sturdy.
さあ癒してあげる命令を準備でき下がってください私が守ります
360 times 3 there.
切り通します波紋のごとく
I think if there's any way I can one-shot it, it's this.
切り通します私の助けが必要命令をアンウェイ様の手にかかればみんな無敵になれるんだから沈み込む黒
Okay,
い
I need crits.
命令を立ち上がる切り通します神にまで命じる私の助けが必要どうか我救いたまえ準備できました手伝います私の助けが
Hey, we're alive.
愛されるでしょうかこのままじゃ危ないよ
GG's.
下がってくださいさあ癒してあげるね私の助けが必要光の浄化を艦長防御しよう 攻撃は結構強いのよ。艦長、防御しよう。
Yeah, I think I tried every combination, I'm not sure.
さあ、癒してあげるよ。私の助けが必要なの。ラムは私が守ります。
If I didn't get a mental breakdown there, I won. But there's no way to get through the mental breakdown now, so it's over. With 1000 HP, by the way. I genuinely have to be in the top 10 most unlucky people to ever play this game. Or like all the time, I don't know. Genuinely, that's like a 1 in a million chance to lose. If I was not stressed there, I instantly just win. All I needed was one more turn. I literally needed one more, like, skill to draw the multi-hit card, and then I win. Yeah, I'm done after that. For the night, I'll just go back to the mines tomorrow. I would rather have just died at, like, why didn't you just kill me at the start? I don't understand. Like, why can't it just one-shot me at the start? In that kind of a situation. If it's just gonna end that way. So annoying. What am I even supposed to do? Like, I get the one path where that happens. Like, if I had 4 less stress going into that fight, I win. Like, I don't even know what to say. Like, we had this, we had a good modifier on this, we had the 3 dukes. Literally one turn off. I don't know, I'm just getting tilted the more I think about it, so I'm just gonna end before I get too tilted. But yeah, generational run with a generational loss as well. They go hand in hand, I suppose, but that is where I will end things for now with CZN. I do think Ren is really fun. I have like playing her and stuff. It's just, yeah, there's nothing you can do there. You just have that happen. And they are run completely run up the one way. Adventures Endgame style, I guess, but yeah. I should be live tomorrow, and we'll either do more CZN runs or something else, but I'm done with CZN for tonight after that run. So, yeah, guess I'll see everyone in the next